Good morning, hello, hi, welcome to today's video. We're gonna go on a big adventure to the beach and we're doing another baby Peppa camping trip. It takes us like 500 years to get out the house, but we've finally done it. The back is really loaded. The middle is semi-loaded. Once we stick Odin in there, it's gonna be full up. Babes is looking tropical. He's ready to play some Mexican music, I think. He's super stoked about the beach. He was a little upset we didn't go there instead for the mountain trip. But I think he's gonna get his tan on, right, babes? Yeah, I'm just gonna shout him out a little more. Thanks for loading up these, babe, because you rock. They're so heavy. We have both e-bikes and the trailer again. And I think we're ready. Let's hit the road. You can do it. Come on. Up. Call Lindsay.
Oh boy, come. Well, it would be cool if somebody invented bug spray Jeep, so any bugs that try to get in our Jeep, we can just spray the bug spray.
On the Jeep?
Yeah, and inside the Jeep, so bugs don't get inside the Jeep or out.
It's probably a good idea. Well, we made it. Azalea bought something from the store. Hold on.
It's a puppy that has a leash.
I love it. What's her name?
Ella.
Yeah. We've been practicing using her own pocket money. She helps us with chores, things around the house, like feeding Odin and taking care of his water bowl and doing the dishes and helping fold laundry and all the boring things she hates to do. But she's been helping do stuff like that, and we give her money in exchange. And she's been practicing like math and counting and spending her money. So anyways, side tangent over. We made it to the beach and it's incredibly windy. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the sound too much, but I'm excited to be here. It's beautiful. No one wants to tent camp, and so we have like this whole area of the camping site completely to ourselves, which is amazing. So let's get it set up. Lucky enough to have a trail right here behind us on the tip of our campsite, so we're going to ride the e-bikes over and set up camp on the beach. Well, that was freaking intense. The wind was blasting us. We dubbed it Sandblast Beach, and Azalea couldn't take it anymore. We had to come back to camp. It's still windy here, but at least the sand isn't pummeling us. It was so painful. We're here, cozy. Azalea and I actually just went and showered. We just kind of rinsed off the sand. They have some campground showers that you gotta like pull the lever and shower. So we washed off the sand. That was nice. At least Odin had a blast. He had a couple of pricklies here in his feet, so I had to take those out. But yeah, we've been chilling. I think we're gonna have some dinner and just post up and be here at camp for a while. We're testing it out to see about leaving the rooftop tent closed until dusk. That way maybe the sun won't heat that space up, and we'll see if it will stay cool for us. But at least we've got a nice breeze. It's not actually that hot. It's hotter in the triangle back home than it is here at the beach. So anyways, here's to a nice evening at Nag's Head. Babe is like super keen to 4x4 on the beach. No, it's no excitement.
Is that supposed to be like a drum roll?
Da-da-da. Yeah. Super exciting. We haven't done much 4x4 driving with this Jeep. We did a bit with Black Pepper when we were on the West Coast. We haven't really had much opportunity with Baby Pepper, and so it is our time to take this bad horse Jeep on the beach
And see if it works.
and see, hopefully it will work. We've had a bit of problems like shifting back and forth into 4x4 because you have to shift it into neutral to release the transfer case when you're attaching it to flat toe. Also, maybe see sea turtles. Apparently you can no longer drive on the beach past 9 p.m. at night because there might be sea turtles. I think it's safe to say that Odin is having a blast. Yeah. Oh look, horses, eh?
Oh my god.
That looks like so much fun.
Stop it.
Oh my god, I would
Look at
totally
that
do that.
horse.
Oh my god, that looks actually amazing.
God.
This is like the perfect time to ride. Is nerve-wracking? Where are the beaches right here? And we're stuck.
Thank you guys for joining me on a badass 4x4 trip.
We're stuck in 4x4 gear.
Yeah. So our four-wheel drive does work. It has an issue just going back and forth, I guess, from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive low and high. And whenever we've shifted into neutral, it keeps getting stuck and like slipping out of its place. And so we got it fixed, we thought, but I guess there's two parts of this piece that need to be fixed, and one was fixed and one is the old original. And it got stuck. So we drove home just now a little slower on the main road in four-wheel drive, but we gotta fix it so we can go back into two-wheel drive.
Point is though, like,
We
let's
just-
just be completely honest. We just absolutely crushed. We just drove on the Outer Banks beach. That was cool.
I think me and Zay were more nervous than
Yeah.
thinking it was cool.
Your face when we drove off the beach was just like,
I was just like relieved to be on the tarmac again. It's scary, dude. I'm like, this is our daily driver. If something were to happen, I'd be really nervous. I don't want to have to go through buying another car again. We just bought this car like a year
Yeah,
ago.
I also like this Jeep.
You hate it every other day, though. You're like, it doesn't go relaxed position. I miss Black Pepper.
It's part of our family though now.
I know, Baby Pepper is what's up.
Yeah.
Baby Pepper has been amazing so
Although that's
far.
one
I've
thing I
really
will
enjoyed
say,
Baby
the fact
Pepper.
that the back seat doesn't go to relaxed position
It's
is
so
not
stupid.
I don't really know if I do that because I don't really know because I'm sleeping.
I give you cushions, and sometimes I have to pull over and like adjust her neck and stuff. But anyways, thank God we made it back home. I'm so glad to be here. It's been a kind of a treacherous
Camera.
beach trip.
Look, I do not want to go back to the beach anymore.
Close the door. We need peace from the wind. You left your window open, babe. All right, I guess it's time for us to set up this tent so we can get ready for tonight. What time is it? It is almost 8 o'clock. Let's get ready. Azalea and I are chilling in the tent. It is so windy, you guys. I don't even know how to explain how ridiculous this is. The whole like rooftop tent setup, we couldn't be higher up and more prominently in the wind if we tried. It's gonna be a very noisy night. Hopefully I'll be able to sleep. These two sleep like logs and I do
I
not.
don't really go to sleep in loud noises.
I don't know, you do. You grew up in Red Pepper. She was always like you know, the have fun party bus, the hang out, stay up late bus, the mom and pop having a date at dinner after you were asleep bus, and all that was blocking the noise and you was a curtain. So you're pretty good at sleeping. You're a heavy sleeper, I would say. We're lucky in that way.
Well, I am a heavy sleeper, just not for the start.
Yeah, not for, no, I don't know anyone who would sleep through this. This is absurd. It's fun though. We're straight up camping in the wilderness at the beach. Look at this view.
When we e-biked to the beach, actually our e-bikes didn't work on the sand and we had to walk it, and
It's been a long day, no doubt. Hopefully we make it through the night. We're playing with her new puppy.
here's your doggy, and then you walk her like this.
So we're here, obviously, and that building over there where Justin is walking to, actually the one right next to it, this building, is the shower space.
Make it like collar, like you know how other dogs have collars. And then you're done, and then I'm going to show you how to process to take it off.
I want to give a big shout out to Jackery for sponsoring today's video. While we've been on our campaign trip, we have found so much good use for our Jackery unit. Up in the tent above the car, it's been helpful to power our phones and charge our gear over the night. And for Odin sleeping inside the car with limited airflow, it was really awesome to have the fan running with the Jackery all through the night for him so that he could stay cool. We bring them inside the house here to charge them up in the wall outlets while we're at the apartment, but when we are out and about, we do bring the solar panels with us so that we can easily charge them when we're camping and on big outdoor trips. That being said, if you're interested in checking out all of Jackery's different units, you can see what different sizes they have available, which one is the best fit for you. They cater to USB-C, USB plug outlets, as well as regular plug outlets, and they can also be charged in your car, which is really handy. So they're really versatile. They're also really helpful to have whenever you are in kind of like an emergency situation if the power is out. And the one thing that I've actually found to really like about it is that it charges here on the side, so you can put it all the way up against the wall. So that's really handy. And the other thing that all Jackery Pro models have is a flat surface and a flappy kind of handle here. That's really great for using as like a surface. You can put things on it. You can also stack them. Pop the link in the description below so you guys can check that out. They tend to run sales all the time, so be sure to keep in the loop, sign up for their email list, and just be on the lookout for any upcoming sales they might have or any new product or giveaways that they could be running. So big shout out to Jackery for being such long-time sponsors to the channel. I'm super grateful. Anyways, let's get back into the video and on with the trip. As you can tell by my face, you can probably tell that the night was hellacious. It like torrential downpoured, thunder lightninged, stormed, the wind practically blew our rooftop tent off the roof.
You slept great.
It was intense. We did not sleep great. Well, actually, Azalea and Justin slept great. Until eventually, Babe had to get up and pee, and he woke up and he was like, "What is happening here?" And had to go pee while there was like lightning and all kinds of crazy things. But it was coming inside the tent. The tent is pretty wet up there. We had to take off the like rain shield thing because they were basically blowing off. And then they were flapping around, so in the middle of the night I had to get up and like figure out whether they would clip because we're still kind of new to this setup. So I found a way to like roll them up and clip them, so then at least it wasn't making a loud noise and flapping, but then, you know, it wasn't really serving its purpose to like help with the rain and stuff. So it's a little wet inside the tent up there. It's a little wet everywhere outside. I think Odin was just like horrified about being inside the Jeep. We leave him like under us in the Jeep whenever we're sleeping up top. And yeah, every time I came down to pee and to just like check on him, he was just like not resting at all. Seemed quite like tense. Anyways, we survived the night. I've checked the weather a couple times. It's not looking too good. We did check the weather before we came. We just thought that it would be light showers and stuff instead of like torrential downpours, but we have nothing but rain scheduled for basically the next week. So we're driving deeper into the storm and we're embracing more sandblast beaches. So this is going to be a fun summer holiday. Who's ready for more beach time?
I would for sure come back here, for sure. I mean, we got this whole place to ourselves. It's great. The morning walk was great, and
Oh yeah, tell us about what you saw.
where we sat on the
wait.
beach yesterday, last night a turtle crawled up and laid a hatch of eggs. And there was the park ranger. He
What
was
a
like,
crazy evening to like come give birth on the on the beach.
dude, that's stressful birth time. But yeah, it was cool to see the park ranger and that they like, I don't know how they knew if they were they out there in it? By the time I was there, he was fencing it off, and he had put what he called a coyote guard in there, so that they couldn't like dig it up and like eat the eggs. And then they fenced it off so people wouldn't drive over it, and they said 55 days until they hatch. So they won't hatch until September.
Wow,
Which is crazy, right?
that is crazy.
But I told him I appreciate the work he's doing, because it's really cool that our park ranger, like, our money goes to support stuff like this, and like a small piece of that is like protecting the sea turtle eggs, and that's cool. I like that. I appreciate that.
Justin monologue. If you've missed it, some of our golden days were little moments of Justin wisdom. Anyways, Azalea is still kind of asleep upstairs in the tent. I guess I'm gonna have a coffee. We packed up because it looked like it was gonna rain again. It said it was gonna be 95%, so we're kind of packed up here in the Jeep. This is the only place that's dry to sit and not windy, so that it's not like hard for you to hear me without all the noise. Babe is attempting to fix our 4x4 because he just remembered that we have to shift it back into 2 drive so that we can actually go highway speed. So here's that process for you.
Oh God, this is so boring.
Well, look, here's something. Our gear shift here is a bit of a situation, I guess. The previous owners like busted this, so we gotta fix that.
Well, no, it broke underneath the Jeep originally, but then it broke here. This is when I was at Brandon's.
That's how you fix it?
Yeah.
There's not another way to access that area. We did it. We're on the road again. We're headed further south now to go. Yeah, we have to go on a ferry to cross the ocean and endure more of this.
The ferry is a parking lot that goes in the ocean. It's
Definitely not a day to be on the water. There's like white caps. It looks pretty rough out there. Created a wall at the back behind Zay
And Odie boy,
of wet stuff. And then Odin, poor guy, he's
he's sleeping.
snuggling up in there. I guess hopefully it won't be raining when we get there, but I think we are driving deeper into the storm, so we'll see. This has become quite a unique beach trip holiday.
Yeah.
We're about 20 minutes away from the ferry. It stopped raining, and we've got some cheese Danish requests. So we found a bakery that looks poppin', and we're gonna take a little moment to hopefully dry up.
Bring the so we can play together.
Okay, I'll bring llama corn.
Probably knows where to get her water from.
Like where?
I don't know. I think she's a cafe cat.
She's serious, dude.
She probably gets well fed too.
Well,
So if I could just look down here and have people.
that kitty cat is a girl. Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think of summer songs, I think it's a cliche.
Delivery.
You know what's good though?
Hey, delivery. Delivery.
What you
Your
delivering?
mushroom.
You know what is good news though is that as you get older, it gets easier to wait.
I don't know, does it?
Oh yeah.
It becomes more
I mean,
common that
relative.
you...
As you get older,
You don't feel as antsy about.
We made it into the ferry. We are packed in like a bunch of sardines. We've been waiting for about an hour.
Oh my God.
What?
They're about to hit that truck.
What?
They are so close.
Who? What is happening?
Nothing.
They're
think
squeezing
they're
everyone in.
Grandma's trying to squeeze in her Toyota.
Oh, we're going. Sounds like we're going. We made it to the other side, fully wind blasted. That was like surprisingly
desert.
longer than we thought it was going to
Say,
be.
look, it looks like we're driving through the
It
desert.
does look like we're driving. It's so cool. Look at this.
we're driving through the desert.
I think since it took so long to get across such a short portion of ocean, we're all ravenously hungry now, so we're gonna go find a place to eat. We're trying to find like beer, food, dog-friendly inside setting. Wow, look at these
Look at
huge
those huge
sandbags.
sacks of sand.
Wow, that is nuts.
See how big those are, Zane?
Yeah.
That is insane.
You know how heavy those probably are?
I couldn't even
Good
imagine.
God,
They
look how
look
chunky it is
like,
right there.
wow. Shout out to the 1718 Brewery right next to Howard's Pub, which we were going to go to, but they wouldn't let dogs in, so we had to find a second best option. And it ended up being the best option. It had a nice outside seating area, food was good, beer was good,
I didn't
grateful.
like their pickles.
Their pickles were weird. Don't get the pickles unless you like sweet pickles. But next up, Babe has been eyeing these golf buggies. I think we might try and ride a golf buggy around town, so let's go get weird and have some fun. Hey boy, are you ready for your first golf cart ride? Come on, Odie. Hop. Hop. Come on. Alright, we got Babe up here in the front, taking us for a joyride. How do you feel, Babe? How's it feel driving this thing?
Oh yeah, that's great.
Ready to rip it. Oh my god. This is so crazy.
I'm in charge of the map.
There you go, Zay. Downtown. Shoot, I forget what this place is called. Ocracoke. You got anywhere special you're trying to go?
Not really. Pop just told me to be in charge of the map.
Kind of hilarious that Odin is your co-pilot, Babe.
Been driven a golf cart. You know, we used to own one of these on my property in Fayetteville,
That's cool.
or
Did you
my
whip it?
grandparents. But yeah, me and my cousin used to like tip it on 2 wheels.
Wait, how do you
got
do
in
that? You
trouble.
just like wheelie it to the side?
It's a whole thing. Okay, now what? You gonna pull up there and stop?
Odin.
All right, nice and easy. Let me put it in
Odin.
forward.
Odie, come here. He really
Nice
wants to
and
go with
slow.
you guys.
Not too fast. Good, John. That's a good speed. Good speed. Now get ready. You're going to want to hit the brakes soon, okay?
So we're adventuring around town in this sweet go-mobile and hopping around, finding some fun little stores and things to explore. Odin's taking a pee on his leash. And Zay and Pop are just chilling, adventuring. This is fun, cute town. I really love places like this. I'm so inspired by unique products and packaging. That is so awesome. Zay, you must be a mermaid. Actually, maybe Odin's the mermaid. Look at him. What is this? Who sits like that? We're at this epic lighthouse. This thing is huge. This is like the same material as our house, you guys.
Odin doesn't know how to get back up here.
Whoa. Is it open? I don't imagine it is. Lighthouse hours, 10 a.m.
Dang it.
until 4 p.m.
Dang it.
This is cool though, you guys.
It is also cool. Do you see this?
It's huge. Wow. It's been a super wonderful day here in, oh my god, in Ocracoke. We're gonna drive this go-mobile back to the Jeep, hop in the Jeep, drive to our campsite, hopefully not get sandblasted and rained on tonight. So we'll see what happens tonight with the weather. Long day. I'm feeling quite tired actually, I'm not gonna lie. Well, we made it to the campsite. Hey, Zay? Now it's time to unload this mug and pop everything up. Hope we can get it to dry in time for sleep tonight, I guess. You think it's gonna be wet inside there? It's gonna be stinky? No. Should we pop it right now?
Yes.
It's definitely still wet. No, we never were going to stay in a hotel. Hold on a minute. Something I've always loved about Justin and Azalea is that we're go-mode team effort. Where's your good boy? Where are you going? Okay, rip it. Have fun. Come here. Stay here. I know you want to go. Not this time. Scope it out, babe. Odin. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. You want some dinner? The e-bikes were such an epic fail on the beach. The sand is way too deep. But this wagon is a game changer. Now I have a kitchen table. Oh no, what's wrong, Zay? Wait, why are you crying? This one? Wait, wasn't it this one?
No.
Oh my god, this was totally it.
No, that one was yours.
Camp is set up for the most part. I still have to make the bed inside, but we're letting it really air out with this nice cool breeze that's happening tonight. I went into mega mom nesting mode. It's like a woman essential need that I have within me. So camp is feeling good. We've got rainbow vibes and everything. I've got my drink. Can't come to the beach with a little rum once in a while. Wow. This airplane is making this epic line in the sky. That's so wild. Azalea and Justin just went to go rinse off. We just had a really beautiful moment watching the sunset and just being together as a family. It's been so nice to just have space and time to just enjoy, play, not be so overwhelmed and overworked and swamped with house renovation projects on the weekends, and to actually have the time to adventure and explore and just like relax has been really, really amazing. Granted, sometimes I do still feel like doing YouTube things is not quite as relaxing as it could be, because I am thinking about like, oh, this is a really beautiful shot, I want to get this, and I'm thinking of like a story and how I want to create the video, and so it does have like a feeling of work, but it's work that I do enjoy. Sometimes it becomes a bit overwhelming when I feel a need to keep up with like gear and things like that. But I've really been allowing myself the space to create videos and not necessarily always use my camera, but sometimes just keep my phone with me, and then also just find that balance between like family time and when I'm making videos. There's just like an important priority that I feel, and I don't even know if I've ever actually shared with you guys, like many years ago, not even many years ago, like 2 years ago, when we were kind of like at the peak of our YouTube whole journey, and we were doing the cookbook and doing a lot of traveling with Red Pepper and just like living the good life. I was really struggling when I was in therapy and talking through with my therapist a lot about like finding the fine line between like being a content creator where your content that you create is your life, and like documenting being with a family, and also finding time to prioritize being with family without having to document it, and just being super present for the moment was something that I really, really struggled with. And I found it becoming like a bigger and bigger issue in my mind, and I think maybe that's why there was also this like resistance of like filming my family. My family didn't want to be filming so much, and I didn't want to be filming so much with my family because I wanted to be present and like honor that with them. It's been a really interesting learning curve, and I think they've been realizing that the camera is just going to be a part of my life, and I really do enjoy documenting my journey, and I always have. And the Justin and Juby phase of this channel gave me permission to dive into this space, and now I'm like taking on my own, and I feel really nervous, excited, and finally feel like I'm allowing myself to fully immerse into that role of being like an independent content creator and like, yeah, artist. Just embracing that. I want that to be who I am perceived as, and I see myself mostly as that, and I want that for myself. So anyways, small rant over. I don't know why I'm even all of a sudden opening my heart out to you. I've been wanting to just be more open with these kinds of chats, and like, I know that you guys really enjoy the lives, and I really enjoy sitting down with a camera and having a moment with myself that allows me to kind of process. You guys are just so kind and loving and supportive when you explore my website and take home some artwork that I created, show up for me in that most amazing way, even if you're just viewing and not like saying anything. It's just like means the world to me, and really it's so cool to consistently come back to the community and see you guys just give me so much love and support, even though you barely know me. It's really cool. YouTube is such a weird thing. Like, I feel like I never know anyone when I meet you guys in person, but you all know me so well because I do try and just put it all out there and be vulnerable. And it's like this weird balance of like, I've never met you before, but I'm excited to. Anyways, I'm gonna sit and read this while they're in the shower. I'm excited to dive into more clay making with metal. Basically, it's this material that I recently discovered. I don't have a lot of like working with sheet metal tools. You have to have a lot of rolling mills, and the rolling mills could be really expensive. You can create imprints and different shapes and designs and textures. Texture is always something that has drawn me in, especially with like studying fashion and clothing. Texture and you know, the clothes that we wear and the feeling that it provides us has been something that's always been interesting to me. So I borrowed this from the library. When Azalea and I go to the library, I like almost never get an opportunity to go to the library for myself, but we were messing around on the computer and I was like, I wonder if they have a metal playbook, and literally they had it. This fall, I am diving so deep, you guys, so friggin' deep into Moonflower Child, and I'm so jazzed. I'm ready to take that back on in the same kind of zest of life that I had way back in the day, but like in a new kind of way. And I'm also glad the house isn't this like constant roadblock. Every time I tried to, you know, focus on a new creative art project, I just always found myself like, oh, but we need to finish the house. And it's such a weird thing because like we could have just gone slow and finished the house in like years, but we really, like, I don't even know if I can fully explain to you guys, it was really a toxic environment, not the house itself, but just the situation, like the rhythm of life. It was just not good for us. It wasn't working anymore, and we were really needing to get out. Yeah, the house became what I dubbed it as is like hell. Just being alone all day renovating and like feeling like it was just room after room after room, and just like sanding and then painting and then priming and all the stuff. I don't know. Anyways, I'm so glad that the house is done. The news that has been going on is right now we are actually under contract. We'll see if we close mid-August, but I'm excited because we had multiple buyers interested. We had multiple offers. It went under contract in 4 days, you guys. That's kind of amazing. Anyways, Azalea and Justin are back. I'm gonna chill and read, and we're gonna have some family time. Ugh. Good morning. It rained again last night. Actually wasn't that bad of a night's sleep. We were able to keep the rain flies up, and so we didn't get rained on and didn't come inside, which was a game changer. But what was coming inside, or what somehow did make its way inside, was like some kind of bug or chigger. There are so many here, it's really disgusting. I'm doing like the best I can to stay completely bundled. Justin has been awake since like 4:30 this morning. He kept waking up and tossing and turning and feeling like something was just eating him alive. And it was probably. I've been sleeping in this whole thing, just doing the best I can to cover like every inch of my body. I've smothered myself in bug spray, and look at this, they're literally like all over our kitchen. Aiden was like sleeping over there, and his tongue, he sleeps with like his tongue hanging out. I think because the teeth don't keep it in all the way, and so you see him sleeping with his tongue hanging out a lot. But they were like all over his tongue. It was so gross. It's just like, they're so itchy. It's the worst feeling ever. Justin said the only way to save yourself is to keep moving. I'm not about this life, man. This is not like peaceful beach. It's definitely a better beach vibe than the other beach because we're not getting sand blasted. But yo, this is next level. It's too much. You guys, the bugs are too much. We gotta get out of here. Zay's also got like a swollen eye. She's, for some reason, like so prone to getting swelling on her face whenever we go camping. I don't know if there's a specific bug that she's allergic to or what, but we need to get out of here, so we're gonna hit the road. Sun is finally coming out, feels good. Justin and Zay just left. The sand fleas were honestly unbearable. I'm going to take a little stroll along the beach and just take a moment for myself before meeting them in town. We haven't really figured out a way to both e-bike when we have Odin because he doesn't sit in the trailer, as you may have seen in our last video. So we've still got some work training him to know that that is his sidecar. But for now, we're going to hit the beach, enjoy a little bit of a moment, and meet them in town. Hopefully they can find some like antihistamine medicine because it's not looking good, but she'll be fine. Trooper. There's no one here. It's so beautiful. Beach life for the win, for sure. Well, we made it back. It's been a very long trip to get back, a long weekend in general. I think with Azalea's reaction, we were all just keen to get back, relax, take it easy. We've all been itching like crazy. It's so bad. It almost is worse. They got my whole boob area and my belly, Azalea's face. You can really see the bites now. Anyways, we've got to do the job of unpacking the entire Jeep, which is going to be fun.